everyone, it's Janet Melody here, and I'm here with another lesson from A Course in Miracles, the workbook. Today's lesson is 53, which is another review period, so we're going to review another 5 lessons. So we're reviewing lessons 11 to lesson 15 today. All information will always be posted under this video for the link to all the text for today's lesson. So what we're asked to do is go over each one. So there's a little snippet under each statement, and that is to be absorbed for a couple of minutes to really get it into our mind, so then we can take it with us throughout our day and use it in whatever situation arises for you to transform into that place of peace. So whatever disturbing thoughts you might be having, something that's taking you away from your true essence of love, use these statements today. So I'll go through them all 5, and yeah, this is your chance to let them all sink in. So today we will review the following. Lesson 11. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. Since the thoughts of which I am aware do not mean anything, the world that pictures them can have no meaning. What is producing this world is insane, and so is what it produces. Reality is not insane, and I have real thoughts as well as insane ones. I can therefore see a world if I look to my real thoughts as my guide for seeing. So my meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. So the things that you're thinking in there are not the true reality of what you're seeing out here. It's a little movie going on in your mind that's not real. You've made it up, and then you're like a projector putting that out onto things, objects in the world that it has no meaning at all, those objects, but we've given it meaning through our meaningless thoughts. So that's what this one's saying today, that what you're looking at, the objects around you, the people around you, you've given meaningless meanings that don't mean anything in the Creator's grand scheme of things. We're just part of it. We're moving through this universe as a love energy. That's what we are. But we've decided, no, I'm something else. I'm separate from this. I want to create my own little story here, and you suffer because your true course is to go forward with love, and because you're not doing that, you're pulling yourself away from it, you're creating all these illusions, and you're causing yourself suffering. So remember, my meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. The next one is lesson 12. I am upset because I see a meaningless world. Insane thoughts are upsetting. They produce a world in which there is no order anywhere. Only chaos rules a world that represents chaotic thinking, and chaos has no laws. I cannot live in peace in such a world. I am grateful that this world is not real, and that I need not see it at all unless I choose to value it. And I do not choose to value what is totally insane and has no meaning. Yeah, when we give meaning to this world that we've created, and I mean, if you look on a grand scale now with COVID and the situation between conspiracy theorists, people who believe in, there's so much belief, and all these beliefs are coming from minds that have created meaning on everything. So there's a good, there's a bad, there's all this struggle and separation. There's a fear of vaccines. There's people wanting the vaccine. It's just like it's a crazy, insane world that we're living in. And when you get into that place, that real central place of who you are, which is pure love essence, you realize that none of this matters. It is an illusion. And you've given your body so much meaning, and you've held on to this world. If you just go with the flow, I mean, I'm going to post a video link under this video, which is called The Miracle of Life. Now watch that. It's basically showing you how we come to be in this world. And it's an animation, and it's amazing, because when you see that, you see how all the cells that make us up, how they come together to form a baby. Is just a miracle, it's like, and something is guiding that the whole time until it comes out, and then you think, oh, that's over now I'm the separate little me. But no, that guidance that you see within the womb is guiding us now in our lives. But we've decided that, What Creator did was give us consciousness, and that consciousness was allowing us to see this world for its beauty. But unfortunately, the consciousness has sort of taken on another form. The ego mind is what we call it, and that has sort of led us into this world where we're now created meaning, and we've created a big show, which is called the world, Earth, and all the people on it, and the meanings that we've given to it. And so we're kind of going through this world in a way that it's not our highest best. You know, the ones that live in that higher love essence are just going with life's flow, and there is something in us, we all feel it at different times, this inner guidance that will say to you, no, not that way, not this. You know, it gives you all these, and that's how we're meant to maneuver through the world, but we don't. We're so given the meaning to everything, and when we do that, it just takes away so much. So after that long explanation of where I'm going, I am upset because I see a meaningless world. That's the only reason you're upset. Your creation has created meaning, and that is causing you suffering because it's just an insane world that we live in. The next lesson to review is 13. A meaningless world engenders fear. The totally insane engenders fear because it is completely undependable and often no grounds for trust. Nothing in madness is dependable. It holds out no safety and no hope. But such a world is not real. I have given it the illusion of reality and have suffered from my belief in it. Now I choose to withdraw the belief and place my trust in reality. In choosing this, I will escape all the effects of the world of fear because I am acknowledging that it does not exist. So a meaningless world engenders fear. Now you fear something because you're trying to control the process, and we don't know. That is the thing. We don't know where life is going to take us. It is uncertain, and we're trying to make certainty out of creating meaning in things. And so when we try to create this like control, that I'm going to go here, I'm going to do this, and then it doesn't work because you weren't meant to go that way maybe, or it does work because yes, that was your natural flow. It's like that is what you trust in. That is what life is. It's having the faith and trust that you are always loved, you're always supported, and your life has this beautiful guidance system to take you through the world in a way that you'll see it as the miracle that it is. It's not a world to be suffering and to cause all of these things that we don't mentally know enough about. You know, we don't know why we're here. We don't know the meaning of life, but yet we're trying to create these meanings, and we're trying to create some kind of control and some kind of certainty, which we can't. We never can. And so when you let go and you surrender to something higher than you to guide your life, magical things happen. They really do. So remember this, a meaningless world just engenders fear, whereas when you give yourself up to something higher, you're just at peace. The next lesson to review is God did not create a meaningless world. How can a meaningless world exist if God did not create it? He is the source of all meaning in everything that is real in his mind. It is in my mind too, because he created it with me. Why should I continue to suffer from the effects of my insane thoughts when the perfection of creation is my home? Let me remember the power of my decision and recognize where I abide. So yeah, that's again, it's just what I've been saying about this, like, this creator came in and created us, and we create, you know, we're part of it. And it is like the entirety of everything, and we are a part of it. We're one with it. We are led by it. We've got to give up our lives to it because that is all it we know. It's just kind of frustrating, isn't it, that we all do it. We all go into a mind because I don't know why really. I don't know why we've decided to be this way, because we want to separate ourselves. That's the only reason. We want to separate ourselves and have our own little individual worlds going through it. But when you realize you're part of this mass grandness, you feel the energy of it. You feel that. I've felt it when I've been out in nature. That's when I always say, when I feel this sense of like wow and wonder. And when I was in New Zealand, I went to this place, the furthest northern point, and I saw the sea and the ocean join. And it's like in those situations, it's just like, whoa, it's like, whoa. And you feel this, like, you feel part of it, the wonder of it, because it's just so all encompassing when you view things like that in nature. Nature is just amazing, and it really teaches us that we are at one with it. We're just like water. We have water in us. The trees, our nervous system is like, looks like trees inside. It's like we are part of this whole entire universe. We're just a sort of, and we've separated, and that is the suffering. So when we join back with who we are, with the oneness of who we are, peace will reign. Peace really will reign. So the next lesson that we're going to review is, my thoughts are images that I have made. Whatever I see reflects my thoughts. It is my thoughts that tell me where I am and what I am. The fact that I see a world in which there is suffering and loss and death shows me that I am seeing only the representation of my insane thoughts, and am not allowing my real thoughts to cast their beneficent light on what I see. Yet God's way is sure. The images I have made cannot prevail against him, because it is not my will that they do so. My will is his, and I will place no other gods before him. So yeah, just give up your life to the power that created you, because the power that created you has your back. Gabby Bertenstein, I think her surname is, she always says that the universe has got your back, and it does. It's got hold of you. It's there to, it wants you to see life in an amazing way. It doesn't want you to suffer, and it doesn't understand the suffering. It doesn't get when you're in that separated mode. It just knows that you are love, and it's always going to see you as this beautiful presence in the world. It's us ourselves in the mind, the thoughts, that create something else that says we're not good, we're not this, we're not, and it's just all insane. So these lessons are about bringing our sanity back. I'll just review them quickly again. The ones to remember are: 11. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. 12. I'm upset because I see a meaningless world. 13. A meaningless world engenders fear. 14. God did not create a meaningless world. And 15. My thoughts are images that I have made. So use these thoughts, use these statements, and just become one with the world. Become one with love, the truth of who you are. And with that said, we will be back tomorrow for another 5 review lessons of 54. Yeah, lesson 54 tomorrow. So see you all then. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy.